He didn't want to designate his son because he wanted his son to be connected to Hashem, to love the Torah. Wasn't his intention. His intention was, I want my son to get this honor. Fire comes down in the Shamayim. You learn Torah, such a big thing that Hashem brings down fire for it. I want my son to be involved with such cover, such an honor. So it wasn't Hashem Shamayim. Okay, this is an explanation why Fekova is al lishmo. Tosis holds mitoch shelo lishmo ba lishmo. If somebody learns Torah l'shem kovod, it's good. For the sake of honor, it's still considered lishmo. Lekanter, to fight against the Torah, that's not lishmo. The Rambam holds lishmo means you're doing it for the sake of Hashem, not for reward, not for sachar. But for the sake of kavod, honor is not lishmo. So according to the Rambam and the other Rishonim, this story is very it makes sense. According to Toises, this story needs an explanation. But it's not my goal. My goal is ourselves. We're starting the zeman. The question is, what is our intention? What do we want to gain? What do we want to be in the end of the zeman, end of the year? How are we going to grow? What's our goals? What's our reasons for the goal? We have to check ourselves in our inner being, why we do things and why and what is our goals. Because the intention in the beginning affects the end. Although, not necessarily, a person comes to yeshiva, his intention a little bit to have a bed, he doesn't have a bed, he's a homeless, and finally he loves the Torah and loves Hashem, because he also that part into him, even though it's not the main, but it's part of his intention, and he wins. But if you had the intention for Torah and the proper intention at the beginning, you will definitely gain much more. So now in the beginning of the zeman, we have to think, what is the reason we're here in the yeshiva? What do we want to accomplish in this zeman? What is our intention? What is our feelings? What is our goals? What is our understanding? What is yeshiva about? There was a famous goy that Rabbi Salanter used to use a statement. I think it was Napoleon. Napoleon said, if a soldier is not trained to be a commander or general, he's not a good soldier. I think it's a saying Yesoid. If you walk into yeshiva, and you don't have in mind to be a gadol b'Torah, to accomplish, to understand the Torah, to understand Hashem, to connect to Hashem fully, if you don't have that in mind, even not in reality, if you don't have that in mind, that's not your intention, your goal, so you're not even a good beginner. You're not even in our beginners program. To be in our beginners program, you have to have the goal and intention of becoming a general, a gadol b'Torah. Now, how do you become a gadol b'Torah? When you learn, you summarize what you learn. You go over what you learn. The Bekiyas, you go 4 times over it. The Iyun, you try to understand to the end, all the parts. Every question you have, you write down and you ask. You try to find out, not always on the spot, because it can bother the class, it can bother the chavrusa, it can bother the flow. You write down on the side what you want, what you understood later on, you figure it out. But your intention is to have a full understanding of Torah, and not only full understanding, you want to comprehend and hold on to it. And not only you want to hold on and comprehend the Torah, what's the goal of what you want to do? Hashem's will. You want to know Hashem's das. You want to connect to Hashem. And you want to do it with love and intention of good intention of connecting to Hashem, doing Hashem's will. And if you don't have that in mind in the beginning, in the end you will see the effect. You see 2 people going to yeshiva. One guy which had the right intention, you'll see 5 years later is a different person. 4 years later, 3 years later, is a different person. And the other person walked in, he had different intention. 3-4 years later, it'll be a different person. And the more your intention and your goals are clear, the more you win and you succeed in yeshiva. Certain people, by nature, are very self-centered, egotistical people. Which means they don't lose north, they say. When they can speak to you, this and that, you see it by little kids. You have kids, Baruch Hashem. Hashem bless you with kids. You can see it by little kids. Certain kids are very goal-oriented. And yes, and one, and he start, let's say they cry, their brother beat them up. So I know his goal is to put his brother down. Because his brother wants to put him down. So now, then I say, oh, you look so beautiful if it's a girl. Or I want to give you a candy. I try to distract is speaking his cry in order to cheer him up quickly. So even as a child who's a very goal-oriented, even I mixed him up and I talk about 50 other things and I make him cheer him up on other things, he's not going to cheer up. He's going to go directly back to the goal. He doesn't lose north. Even little kids, 1 or 2 years old. But certain kids, which are not so sharp, not so goal-oriented, self-centered, egotistical kids, so I can right away change them. And most of the time, those type of kids are much more balei chesed. They think about the other. They want to give to others. They live on themselves. And the self-centered, egotistical, sharp kids are more to themselves, less balei chesed, less about others, more about themselves. And when they come to yeshiva, years later, you can see right away, I can see right away what kind of student walks into the yeshiva. Yeshiva is himself, or yeshiva is Hashem, connect himself to Hashem, connect everybody to Hashem, wants to bring Hashem into the world. Where is he at? Where is he holding? And you have to make a cheshbon hanefesh who you are. What is your goal in yeshiva? And toivach is dover mereshiso. The end is better than the beginning. Because in the end, you know the person's intention. What comes out in the end, you know what he had intention in the beginning. And if you didn't have, you have to re-perfect yourself and make a new beginning. The Rabbi used to roll on snow. Says, I know Hashem today much more than I knew yesterday. So I have to do tshuva. Why? I didn't know Hashem yesterday like today. And today I know Hashem more. I have to act different. This is very serious. So a person should take a piece of paper and a pencil and write to himself, what is my goals? What do I want to gain in the yeshiva the next 2 months to Hanukkah, 5 months to 6 months to Pesach? What do I want to gain? The main time of learning the yeshiva, you hear cats, what's your private name? Levi. The main time learning yeshiva is when? Is in the winter. That's a big zeman. That's the real learning time. So you have to know, what is your goal? Why are you here? To be with friends, to have a nice place, a nice time, far away from parents, on your own, to think about, to see if you want Torah, to see what you want in your life. Or you're very goal-oriented, you want to know what you know. I want to know Hashem, I want to know Torah, I want to accomplish. I want to know, finish Masechet Avodah Zarah. Though that started, I want to finish all Masechet Avodah Zarah 4 times. It should be in my hand. Or at least the last 3-4 chapters. We learn afterwards Kiddushin. I want to hold Kiddushin meaning today. Know the Masechta, Moashi Tesis, know Biyun, know the Halacha, Shulchan Aruch. What's the Halacha? I want to Musa, I want to perfect my midos, to be a more kind person, more happy with Hashem, happy with myself, happy that Hashem loves me. I want to feel the love of Hashem. There's a lot of work to accomplish, a lot of points. Everyone is different. Everyone needs certain things, more here and less here, more everywhere, whatever it is. You have to know who you are, what you are. But you have to think about it in the beginning. You have to make a cheshbon hanefesh and go along and see how you're accomplishing your goals. Like a business. When you make a business, what they ask you, I want a business model. I want a business proposal. What do you want to do? I want to build a business. I want to build a bakery. I want to sell shoes. Show me your business model. How much you're planning to sell. How much you want to make. Blah, blah, blah. What are your prices? Make a plan. What is your plan? The yeshiva has a plan. We're going to learn 2 sugyas and finish Masech Avodah Zorah, then we'll learn Kiddushin. We have all the sugyas of Kiddushin. We all set up everything. Boom, boom, boom. We know. I know all we're going to learn this year, this coming year, B'ezrat Hashem. It's all the sudah. You have to do the work. You want to accomplish it. You want to work on Musar Shmuz and your Midos, on Musar, on Chesed, on knowing Hashem, on davening, prayer. People have to prepare themselves. So today is the first Monday of the zeman. Monday, Thursday, Torah, the first full day of the zeman. People have to make themselves cheshvan nefesh, of cheshvan of the whole zeman, of cholef, winter. You have to make cheshvan, what is your goal? And then follow up to your accomplishment. So I'm going to give out papers and a pencil. Or pens, and people have to do them right themselves. What is their goals? Boom. I have to do it now, do it later on. I'd rather do it now because now's the time for everybody, and it pushes you to think about it. And it's only a way of a maaseh, but really something you're on your own you have to do. And probably those that really go, they really did it themselves. But that's what you have to do. You have to put yourself a plan. What do you want to gain this month? You want to know all Masechet Avodah Zorah, Be'iyun, the Bekiyas, learn Musar, work on davening, on prayer, work on your Midos, which Midah, which prayer, what in prayer, understanding the words, understanding the meanings, putting my heart in davening, not the parts. What do you want to work on? Write it down to yourself, and B'ezrat Hashem, we all grow and accomplish. We want to grow, B'ezrat Hashem. Shall have a nice and good and warm winter's month.